Till Death Do Us Part. For all of you romantics out there, these 5 simple words exchanged as part of traditional wedding vows are so poignant and beautiful. They take our breath away. This is especially true for women, because the concept of faithfulness, honor, and duty resonates so deeply. I know, I'm married to one. However, beneath the surface, these 5 words possibly do the greatest disservice to women and are the greatest secret weapon for men of all time. Uh-oh, watch out. You're treading on sacred ground. I know. I'm married to a woman. So why would I dare venture into these pristine waters and make waves? Well, the reality is men and women are different. Shocking. Yes, as a man, even I have enough vision to see that. You see, men perceive their life and their health differently from women. For the most part, we are black and white, while women understand that it's mostly shades of gray. And not those shades of gray. That's for another video series entirely. What I mean is that men see themselves as being alive, healthy, and productive, and then on some Tuesday morning 80 years after they're born, dead. For women, they understand that you transition from all the things you could do to progressively being able to do less and less before you die. Now, for us men, you can't blame us for this false bravado because we really just don't know any better. For most of us, we haven't had the same experience as women on this front, as women have always been, rightly or wrongly, the caregivers of our society. It may sound like a cop-out, but they are much better at it. I think it's because of their attention to details. That's only a guess. As a man, I have no clue. I just need to sound authoritative to offer up an opinion. So how does this affect the whole wedding vow thing I mentioned at the outset? Well, this may not surprise many women out there, but, believe it or not, women live longer than men. Statistically speaking, on average of 5 years. Now, flash back to your wedding day and the wonderful memories you have about the journey you and your husband were about to embark on. Did you think about the last 5 years and what they were going to look like? And who was going to be caring for him when he could no longer feed himself or get from the chair to the bedroom? Probably not. He certainly didn't. As a man, we only think of being old and playing golf or hockey on a Monday night and dying on Tuesday morning because our wife made us take out the garbage and we had a massive heart attack. There is no transition in our world, no gray area between good health and dying. No need to worry about death do us part because we are dying years before our wives. So what does this all mean? With advances in modern medicine and treatment programs, it means that women get to keep their husbands around longer and longer because they can stay in the home and be cared for by their wives. And that's a good thing. Hey, we may be feeble, but we're still good companions. However, there is a downside, a really big downside. What kind of care does a woman receive after her spouse passes on? What will be left of the retirement money after a big chunk has gone to making the husband's final years more comfortable? All joking aside, this is the grim reality that surviving spouses face. It is a cruel twist of fate in the last chapters of a life of dedication, commitment, and service. As a loving husband and father, I know that my wife and daughters are there for me. However, I do not want their quality of life and the quality of care they receive to be adversely impacted by a lack of planning. That is why we have taken the time to sit with our advisor and address our future care plans in advance of being in that situation. I encourage all of you who has said, "To death do us part," to heed those words and do the same.